Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Anne and I thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new, welcome, and please subscribe and like my content. And for those who are returning, thank you so much for coming back. First of all, I must apologize for not uploading last week because I had some technical difficulties and it was beyond me. So I do apologize because my intention is to upload weekly. So I am sorry for that. But today I'm back and I'm back with a very exciting topic on caladiums. And of course, I have a very beautiful specimen with me. Take a look. Beautiful indeed. Look at the foliage. Absolutely gorgeous. So I want you to stick around and as we get into today's topic, I'll be right back. Many gardens and plant stores now boast a sea of these beautiful caladiums with their huge heart-shaped leaves in vivid color combinations of red, white, pink, and green. The veinings and the colors in these foliage, they're so striking. When you look at them closely, it's almost as if they're hand painted. And that's the reason these foliage guarantees a colorful show wherever they're planted. They're just that striking and that beautiful. But what happened to these wonderful plants during the winter months? Why do they disappear? For these answers and more, stay tuned to today's plant story as we talk caladiums. Okay guys, so welcome back to our Caladium Talk. Caladiums are tropical plants that thrive in hot, humid weather and they like a shaded, very shaded environment. They're native to Central America. These plants grow 1 to 2.5 feet tall and wide and feature arrowhead or heart-shaped colorful leaves. They rarely flower, but when they do, this is what the flower looks like. So you have the choice, you can snip it or you can just leave it, let it be, but they are not really fancy flowering plants at all. Caladiums grow from tubers and they prefer rich acidic soil which drains easily. So they like moist soil, but be careful not to overwater as a tuber may rot. So to get great looking foliage, it is recommended that you fertilize with an all-purpose liquid fertilizer every other week. And then you should also know that no matter how well your beautiful caladium looks, no matter how lush, no matter how beautiful, during spring and summer, when it gets to late fall, by the time it gets to late fall, you will notice that the leaves start drooping. And sometimes you're wondering what is happening. If you're not familiar with the process, you're like, what's happening to my plant? And don't panic, because by as the time progresses and it gets to winter, you will notice that the leaves will start falling off, and eventually they will all get dried up and be drooping. And you can help this process along by just snipping off all the drooping or dried leaves, because eventually they will lose every single one of those leaves. And this is what happens when the plant goes into a period of dormancy. And this will happen especially if you live in an environment where the temperature falls below 60 when it gets to fall, late fall into winter. And this happened to these plants because they go rejuvenate, replenish themselves, and conserve what energy they have, so that when this period ends, bring they can give you bigger, better, brighter foliage. And I know that some people will try to manipulate the process, especially um, those who live in like a tropical environment. They will try to manipulate the process, and some have successfully done that too. They will, especially those who have them indoors, they will give them the temperature that they need. They will provide humidifier and make the environment as um, similar to what the plants are looking for. And sometimes they can do that and the plant will actually not go into dormancy. But if you do this consistently, say for example 2 seasons, you will notice that even if your plant does not go into dormancy, the growth will be much slower, and the foliage will not be as large as it used to be. The new foliage will not be as large as it used to be. So I would suggest that you allow the plant to follow its natural course, and when they do come back, you will notice that they are bigger and they're better, and they even push out more plants than you had before. This is how they were created, to function naturally. And I think if we allow them to follow the natural process, we get the best results from our plants. Okay, so let's take a look at my caladium collection. I have my red flash and it's doing pretty well. It completely died back and it started springing back in April. And this is where it's at today. Still not at its fullest, but it's getting there. I can insert a picture of what it looked like last season. So within a few months, it should be back to its usual and maybe bigger. And down here, I have my pink splash. And my pink splash is coming in, but it's at a slower rate. It's still, if you notice, the leaves are still very green, and that's what the younger leaves look like. When they get more mature, they become pinker and more translucent. But they're getting there. Very soon it will be displaying its fullest, and looking very magnificent as usual. And here I have my Caroline Wharton, and these have multiplied. Remember, I was saying to you earlier on in the video that sometimes um, when they come back fuller, and that's the case with this one, because I had like 5 plants in this spot, and look at it now. I'm gonna have to um, transfer some to other pots because it's way too full right now. And here I have my latest addition. I got this like a month ago, so this one is brand new and it's looking very well. I like the veining, how striking they are, and of course the red and green. Very, very pretty, very nice, and it's doing very well, and it's a really nice addition to my collection. So these are all that I have right now, and they're all doing well. Okay, so here I have 2 specimens of what the bulb actually looks like for those who don't know. So this is the part that would remain intact in the soil after all the stems and the leaves have died back, and these would fall off as well, and the bulb would stay intact and hibernate until next season. This is a much smaller one. By the end of the season, they would be much larger in size. But just so you have an idea what they look like, and these will remain under soil. In my case, I just leave them in the pot. I mean, for those who live in really cold areas, they actually take them out and wrap them and keep them in warm area. For me, as I just push all of those pots to the side where I have my rehab plants, and they stay there until spring. So just so you have an idea what they look like, I actually just unpotted those so you could see them. And these will keep pushing new suckers out, and they will do their best for the spring and summer season, and then by fall they will start to go back into dormancy. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today, and I really hope that you enjoyed today's episode of Plant Stories. And if you stayed until the end, do me a favor, leave me a pink heart in the comment section so that I will know that you stayed to the very end. So if you're leaving a comment, you leave your comment, but next to your comment, please leave me a pink heart. If you're not even commenting, still leave me a pink heart so that I will know that you stay to the end, okay? Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for stopping by. And for those who are new, please subscribe to my channel. And for those who are returning, I thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. Before I go, I will leave you a quick word of encouragement, and I will give you a quote today, which is from Susie Kassem, and it says, "Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will." I'll repeat, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. How many times do you get these really brilliant ideas and you feel this rush of energy and the passion start heating up, and you really think this is something that I can make happen, and you are excited about it, and you sometimes it wakes you up in the middle of the night and you're like, yes, I'm gonna do this. And then little by little you start rethinking and thinking and rethinking, and then you start thinking about how difficult the task may be, or you just start overthinking things, and little by little self-doubt start creeping in, and before you know it, that dream, that vision, whatever it is, it gets crushed before it even got a chance to get off the ground. So my encouragement to you today, whenever you get these brilliant, these amazing ideas, don't go overthinking. Anything that you're doing, you'll face some amount of difficulties, but go step by step, write your ideas down, work through them, get help if you need, but don't give up on your dreams before they're even formed. So that's my word of encouragement to you today. I join with Susie Kassem, who says, self-doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Don't allow doubt to kill your dreams today. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Anne, and have a wonderful day, and until my next video, bye.